Most people spend hundreds of dollars every year on fresh herbs and greens, only to watch them wilt and die in the back of their refrigerator. It's a frustrating cycle of wasted money and wasted food. But what if I told you there's a simple, inexpensive DIY vertical garden system that can slash your grocery bills by half, provide fresh produce for less than 50 cents a week, and even purify your indoor air? If you want to transform your home into a producer and stop throwing money away on supermarket produce, hit that subscribe button right now, because this system is a game changer. We live in an era where convenience often comes at a cost, both to our wallets and our well-being. Think about your last trip to the grocery store. You probably picked up a bunch of basil, some fresh cilantro, maybe a head of lettuce. How much did that cost you? $5, $10, $15? Now, how much of it did you actually use before it turned slimy or brown? For most of us, it's a significant portion. This isn't just about a few dollars here and there. It's a systemic problem. The modern food supply chain, while efficient in many ways, has conditioned us to be consumers, not producers. We rely entirely on external sources for our most basic needs, making us vulnerable to price fluctuations, supply chain disruptions, and the often inferior quality of mass-produced goods. The typical home is designed to consume, not to cultivate, and that's a mistake costing us thousands over our lifetime. The traditional approach to fresh produce, buying small quantities weekly, is fundamentally flawed. It's expensive, wasteful, and often results in food that lacks the vibrant flavor and nutritional punch of truly fresh homegrown alternatives. We're paying a premium for a perishable product that often doesn't last long enough to be fully enjoyed, leading to a constant cycle of repurchasing. This creates unnecessary tension in our budgets and disconnects us from the very source of our food. The big idea, the core concept that revolutionized my grocery spending and brought a burst of fresh flavor into my home, is a DIY vertical garden system designed specifically for small indoor spaces. Imagine a compact, multi-tiered structure that allows you to grow a variety of herbs and leafy greens, using only water and a tiny amount of nutrient solution, in a footprint no larger than a small end table. This isn't some complex high-tech setup requiring specialized knowledge or expensive equipment. This is a budget-friendly, beginner-friendly system that leverages basic plumbing principles and readily available materials. Think of it as a miniature, self-contained farm that fits right into your living room or kitchen. It's a closed-loop system, meaning the water and nutrients are recirculated, minimizing waste and maximizing efficiency. We're taking a page from ancient farming techniques, adapting them with modern, accessible materials to create a sustainable, productive system right where you live. It's about cultivating abundance, not just consuming it. This concept brings clarity to the often overwhelming world of home gardening, simplifying it into a manageable, rewarding process. Let me break down the real-world impact this system has had on my finances and my lifestyle. Before implementing this vertical garden, my average weekly spending on fresh herbs and salad greens was about $15. That's $60 a month, or $720 a year, just for those few items. After setting up my DIY vertical garden system, my weekly cost plummeted to an astonishing 50 cents. How? Because I'm only paying for the initial seeds and a minuscule amount of nutrient solution. The water is recycled, the light is provided by an energy-efficient LED, and the labor is minimal. This isn't theoretical savings, this is practical, measurable financial relief. A mini-study I conducted over 6 months showed a direct reduction of over $300 in my grocery bills, purely from homegrown produce. Visually, imagine a single supermarket basil plant costing around $3. With my system, for the same $3, I can buy a packet of basil seeds that will produce dozens of plants, providing fresh basil for an entire year, easily. The practical comparison is stark. Pay for a perishable item weekly, or invest a small amount up front for continuous fresh supply. This isn't about exaggeration or theoretical benefits. It's about tangible, documented savings that anyone can achieve. Now, let's get into the practical steps. Building this system is straightforward, and I'll break it down into 3 simple blocks. First, what you need. You'll need a few key components: PVC pipe, specifically 3-inch diameter for the main vertical structure and 1 inch for the water delivery, a small submersible pump, A reservoir container. A 5-gallon bucket works perfectly. Net pots, 2-inch diameter, rock wool or cocoa coir for starting seeds, a basic full-spectrum LED grow light. A compact 20W light is sufficient for a small system. And a hydroponic nutrient solution. You'll also need some basic tools. A drill with a hole saw attachment, matching your net pot size, PVC primer and cement, and a utility knife. All these materials can be sourced from your local hardware store or online, and the initial investment is typically under $100. Second, how to assemble. Start by cutting your 3-inch PVC pipe into sections, usually 2-3 feet long depending on your desired height. Drill holes for your net pots along one side of each section, spacing them about 6-8 inches apart. Ensure these holes are angled slightly downwards to allow water to flow through the root systems. Next, create a simple manifold for water delivery using the 1-inch PVC pipe. This manifold will connect to your pump and distribute water to the top of your vertical sections. Assemble your vertical sections, attaching them to a stable base. Connect the pump and the reservoir to the manifold, ensuring water can be pumped up and trickle down through your net pots, returning to the reservoir. Use PVC cement to secure all connections tightly. Once assembled, fill the reservoir with water and a diluted hydroponic nutrient solution. Place your pre-sprouted seedlings, started in rock wool, into the net pots. Then insert the net pots into the drilled holes. Position your LED grow light directly above your plants, typically 6-2 inches away, depending on the plant's needs. Third, how to maintain. This is where the less than 50 cents a week comes in. Maintenance is incredibly simple. Check your reservoir water level every few days and top it off as needed. Roughly once every 2 weeks, completely drain and refill your reservoir with fresh water and nutrient solution. This prevents nutrient imbalances. Monitor your plants for any signs of deficiency or pests, though indoor hydroponics significantly reduces pest issues. Harvest your greens regularly to encourage new growth. Avoid common errors like overcrowding plants, using too strong a nutrient solution, always start weaker than recommended, or insufficient lighting. The expected result? Or a continuous supply of fresh, vibrant, and delicious herbs and greens available right at your fingertips, week after week. This clarity in steps is crucial for retention and long-term success. Now, I know what many of you are thinking, but doesn't this require a lot of work? Or, what about the initial cost? Is it really worth it? And the classic, does this even work in a small apartment? These are valid concerns, and I'm here to address them head-on. First, the work involved is minimal. Once set up, the system largely runs itself. You spend maybe 15 minutes a week topping off water and checking on your plants, and another 30 minutes every 2 weeks for a full reservoir change. Compare that to the time spent driving to the store, browsing produce, and then dealing with wilted greens. This system actually saves you time. Second, the initial cost. As I mentioned, you can build a robust system for under $100. Given the $720 annual savings I demonstrated, your initial investment pays for itself in less than 2 months. After that, it's pure savings. This isn't just an expense, it's an investment with an incredible return. Finally, does it work in an apartment? Absolutely. This system is designed for small spaces. My own setup fits comfortably next to a window or even in a corner with just the LED light. It's compact, clean, and doesn't require any outdoor space. It's the perfect solution for urban dwellers and apartment residents who crave fresh produce but lack traditional garden space. This direct addressing of objections builds confidence and removes common barriers to entry. Imagine a future where you never have to worry about running out of fresh basil for your pasta or crisp lettuce for your salads. A future where your meals are infused with flavors that are only hours, not days old. This isn't just about saving money. It's about regaining a sense of independence and security in your food supply. It's about knowing exactly where your food comes from, free from pesticides and unknown chemicals. This system empowers you to become a producer, transforming your home from a mere consumer of resources into a vibrant hub of fresh, living food. Think of the peace of mind knowing that even if grocery prices spike, you have a steady, reliable source of nutritious greens. This isn't just a garden. It's a step towards greater self-sufficiency, improved well-being, and a healthier, more resilient lifestyle for you and your family. The vision of future independence and tangible benefits offers a powerful emotional closing. If you're ready to stop throwing money away on wilting produce and start growing your own fresh, delicious food for pennies a week, then this system is for you. If you want more simple, practical systems that turn your home into a producer instead of just a consumer, enabling you to build everyday abundance and health, hit that subscribe button right now and join our community. Your future self and your wallet will thank you.